Well, welcome back to McCarthy Performance. We got a Subaru cylinder head here. We're replacing the intake and exhaust guides. First thing you do is you want to drive out the guides. And there's two different size guides on these, so you want to make sure that you put the right guide on the right side of the head. Okay, and then what I did is I made a guide driver. And that's going to limit the guide. And it's going to stop it. So that's a predetermined set from the height from basically the factory guides what I referenced off of, and I made this tool, which is just a simple tool to drive the new guides. Now what I did on the new guides is I measured the old ones and I measured the new ones to make sure that they're the same size. And sometimes you can get into oversized guides on many different applications, and I've been there and seen it and done it. And then what I do is I break this right here lightly so it has more of a bullet end of it. It's going to find center and home faster. Okay, I have my guides in dry ice right now, an alcohol solution. That's how I do them. I know, guys, there's other ways of doing them, but this always kind of works for me, and I just want to stick with something. You know, if it doesn't work no more or have a problem with it, I'll switch. But once I get into a system, I really hate to change it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start driving guides on the exhaust side of this head, and then I'll probably do the other side, the exhaust, and then I'll do all the intakes. And there won't be a lot of talking, just a lot of quick moving. So I hope you can get something out of this video. We'll get going. Okay, I did mix up a little oil and I did spray it into the guide holes. I don't like driving guides dry. It's not a good idea to do that. This is just simply some mineral spirits, and I got some 30 weight brad pen in there. And I just spray it on the guides where I'm going to drive them. Okay, so we're going to drive some guides. That one's home. Another one in. These are the new guides. You can see I've worked that radius a little bit more on them. I don't want to let you look at it too long. I like it to stay cold. She's all the way home. Okay, so we're done with this side. Exhaust. Do this head now. Spray them down. I don't know if you can get a really good look at me driving them. Probably not. Let's see here. Maybe we'll move it around a little so you can get a better view of what I'm doing, and I'll work backwards. Sure, yep, we're all good. You want to set something obviously down so you're not driving the head into some sharp material. Of course, these heads will be surfaced, but we're going to drive guides, do a valve job, surface the heads. You don't want to hold on to them too tight, too long. You don't want them to get, you want them to stay as cold as they can be. see if you can see it good. Yeah. Let them get a little bit colder. I have no problem. I got them hung on wire and they're sticking. On this wire here, and what's happening is the wire, welding rod wire, is getting a little bit dented up, and it's hard to get it out of there. Get them out quick. Wrap them around on a piece of wire, and they get dents in them, and they don't want to come off. Guides are so small. From as much as I can figure is when I freeze them, they shrink about 1/1000th. So that makes everything go a little bit easier for me. Like I said, this is what I do. Other people might do them differently. You could heat the heads up in an oven. I don't have an oven, so you could. So we're down to one more exhaust guide, and then we'll start doing intakes. All the way down. Okay, one last one. Okay, all the exhausts are down. Now we'll do the intakes. Okay. You can see they're smoking. I guess that ain't the right word for it, but they're cold. And I lost that one. Gosh darn it. Yep, that's all right. We'll throw them back in the bucket. Things happen like this. I know guys say they'll throw these in the ice box. I've never had any luck doing that. You get them cold, you're going to get them cold and make them work. Cost me $25 for the dry ice for this, but if I get all through these guides and without a lot of struggle, it's worth every penny of it. You can try to freeze them in the ice box, but I've never had any luck doing that. I've always used dry ice. It gets them a whole lot colder. Okay. That's the bottom. One more to do. So I mean, it goes fairly quick, but you know, preparation's the key. Like I said, I round off the end of the guide and make sure that it's blended back. You know, do you have to do that? Probably not, but I'm kind of big on removing any kind of edges on things that I'm driving. And I just found out that that works for me. Okay, so we gotta do this one. Spray some oil down her. Get our little lubie in there. So what I use is just an igloo cooler, and put some dry ice in there, and I got some alcohol in there in a solution. Keeps the frost down, keeps from building up on the guides in that. You don't want to have a bunch of frosty guides and you're trying to screw around with them, and the alcohol keeps that down. And make sure it don't drop off and go into the bucket sideways. Okay. We got 2 more to do. Of course, make sure that the valves fit, and I'll size the guides if need be. I let them center themselves. I just tap it lightly, let it find its center. Hit it again a little bit harder, and then when it goes in, I know that it found its center. Then I'll drive it. This is the last one. Okay, it found center. It's driving straight. Yep. Yep. Okay. So a short little video of how to put guides in the Subaru cylinder heads. disclaimer, you know, this is how I do it. You do it any way you want. You don't like my way, that's fine. I'll keep doing it my way. You do your way. If you don't have a way, you want to try a way, try my way. If you want to see more videos like this, give me a like and click onto my channel because, you know, I could use a little help. Thank you. Okay, just opened up a deck plate. Every once in a while I have to do that when I get into an engine that's got a little bit bigger bore. So that's what boring out a deck plate looks like. It's pretty easy to do when you got a boring bar.